From a sales standpoint, how did the Ford Mustang compare to the IROC and the Grand National in terms of sales? You might be surprised. The 86 Ford Mustang GT sold 35,282 GTs in 1986. This was part of the overall Mustang lineup, which had strong sales thanks to the car's blend of performance and affordability. Now, the 1986 Camaro IROC Z sold approximately 49,585 Camaro IROC Zs in 1986. The IROC Z was a popular performance version of the Camaro, and again offering powerful engines and sporty styling. Then there's the Buick Grand National. The 1986 Buick Grand National had a production run of 5,512 units. The Grand National was known for its turbocharged V6 engine and was considered one of the top performing American cars of the era. Now, these sales figures reflect the popularity of each model within the 1980 performance car market, with the Camaro IROC Z leading in terms of volume, while the Grand National stood out in exclusivity and performance. And we certainly know the 87 Grand National would achieve a lot more in sales. Now, let's talk quarter mile times. And when we think about the Mustang, how did the Mustang become faster over the generations? Well, if we start in 1986, the year that brought it all back from maybe the car that was featured in Bullitt that made everyone fall in love with the performance of the Mustang, well, the 86 GT with the V8, 200 horsepower, could run the quarter in approximately 15 seconds at around 92 miles per hour. Now, I had a 95 Mustang GT, black as well as my 88, which we won't go down that road because it's cars my dad had, not cars Black Prospector had. But just to let you know that a generation later, my 95 Mustang GT equipped with that 5-liter V8, now producing 215 horsepower, had a quarter mile of about 14.9. I gotta say, at 94 miles an hour. And I must say that my SN95 model felt much slower than the previous generation. But anyway, when we get to my 2023 Mustang GT, you think of all these years later, what's the difference in the car market today? I have another black Mustang GT, this time still with a 5-liter V8, and it has a quarter mile that's significantly faster at about 12 seconds, at approximately 118, 120, showcasing the immense leap in performance over the decades. But it all started with that 1986 Ford Mustang GT. Now, if we get down to what this car really meant, the 1986 Ford Mustang GT represented a crucial moment in Mustang history. Today, it remains a beloved model, marking a turning point in the evolution of the Ford Mustang. And I would argue it was a turning point for the Chevy Camaro, and most importantly, and you're going to hear about my dad's story where he raced a Vet, it also marked a turning moment for the Chevy Corvette, because by the mid-1980s, that was not a car that people feared on the road. My dad has a story about what he did to one. But then we look at what the Vet is today, and now there's probably no Vet owner that's really worried about a Mustang pulling up alongside it on whether it's at a stoplight or whether it's open and wide open on a freeway down in Mexico. So with that, rides my dad had, let's talk his 1986 Ford Mustang GT. All right, welcome everybody to the Black Prospector Show. I am joined by the original prospector, as today we go again to rides my dad had. And the ride we're going to talk about today, let me look it up and see what we're going to discuss here today. Matter of fact, do you have any idea what car I might want to talk about today?
The second favorite.
All right, your second favorite car?
Right.
All right, which one?
Favorite car, Roadrunner was my second.
All right, so what was your favorite? No, don't tell me. So, no, I have to talk. I'm going to get a little selfish here because I didn't know a whole lot about the Roadrunner for obvious reasons, but I did know the impact of your 1986 white Mustang GT.